Yo, what's up everyone? This is some behind the scenes stuff here. That is a set of shelves that me and Luke built out of some lumber and pipes. That is my classic background over there that you're all familiar with. Notice I keep things pretty messy in here. This is actually, those of you who've been over here, extremely clean compared to what I normally am. I normally have papers and books spread all over the place. But starting multiple new channels, and I want to have at least two different backgrounds. So this is already set up as a background. One of the things I've never done correctly ever once in my life is lighting. And I really can't do it on the classic background because I'm right up against there, so I can't do things like, put a backlight up and stuff like that. But here, have a little more space, and so we're going to try to set things up correctly. So let's see if I can get there. There we go. So that's the camera, and I can, of course, zoom in. Oops, darn it, that was focus. Zoom in here, and why are you looking so serious?
What?
All right, so we're going to get some lights set up correctly for once, and that's going to mean not this ridiculous thing up there. So, all right, let's turn that off. All right, it is really dark in here now. You can still see because that's just the camera adjusting. It's almost completely dark in the room. And now we'll go ahead and try some lights. This will be the key light here. There we go. And even that is, the camera is adjusting because it is not that bright there. So that is, anyway, matter of fact, let's go ahead and turn these on one at a time, turn them on and off one at a time to show what they do. So your key light, for those of you who don't know lighting, your key light is your main light that is lighting up the subject. This actually seems a little too bright because it's lighting up the background more than I want. I prefer a darkish background, but that's what the key light is doing. And this will be the fill light. And all of these are making him look bright, even though he is pretty dark, actually, as I'm looking at him with my eyes. This is, again, the camera adjusting. And now we have the key light and the filler lights both on. Looks really, really bright, but it's not. I guess that's just what these phones do. What's missing? The backlight. And so I'm going to try that as a backlight up there. You can see I put a light up there, and we'll see what that looks like. Notice what the backlight does. It adds some highlights to the head, which helps a person stand out from the background a little more. And that'll be even better on a regular camera because I can blur the background a bit. So let's go ahead and switch over to what my regular camera is going to be seeing. Luke's actually a good sit-in for me because we're pretty much exactly the same size, so whatever works for him should work for me. All right, this is what we have so far. Notice a little bit of highlights in his hair, which that's the backlights. And so this is what we have so far. One thing I've wanted to do for a while is add a little bit of color to the background. So let me zoom out a little bit here. But some people put these LED strips along their shelves. There's no scenario where I'm going to do all that. But there are cool little devices that can add a bunch of color to the back. So let's go ahead. Let me zoom in a little more and we'll see how it looks. See how it looks with the colored background. All right, so I added a little bit of soft blue to the background. I can increase the intensity of that. I'll have to look at this footage and decide what I want to do, but can add all sorts of different colors to the background and mess around with this. I also might hook up a regular microphone instead of the lapel mic that I usually use, but looks like I'll be all set up tonight with the new setup for this particular channel, and should have my first video for my new channel posted to the community tomorrow, and then it'll go live for everyone else Friday.
Yeah.